What's up, guys? Ice Toad here. So in this video, I'm going to do some TRAV runs. And I have some upgraded gear on my Frenzy BARB. First off, my mercenary is not only wearing Infinity, he's also wearing Fortitude. These are all handouts from my patron, Shenkov. Alright, I didn't really want to use the items, but you know what? For this video, I want to kill the TRAV with ease, and I think this is going to help. Because I'm actually wearing another item that he handed out to me. Chains of Honor. Hell yeah. So now his res are all maxed out. For my upcoming videos, I might just take this off and go back to the shit that I found. Just for the challenge and all that. Just trying to find my own goodies, right? But I decided for a minute, do a handful of TRAV runs and wear that Chains of Honor and have the Fortitude on the Mercenary along with the Infinity. Here's the rest of his gear. So Chains of Honor is a very nice armor for melee or physical classes, basically. In some cases, I prefer it over Fortitude. It's very defensive. Obviously, it has the 65 res all. It doesn't have the chilling armor that Fortitude has, which can be very nice. My Mercenary might actually die a little bit here. What I need is for his resists to be max and then put on the Vamp Gaze that Shenkov had on his Mercenary that he handed out to me as well. Because then it has the MDR on it and it should do very well. 47% chance item find, so it's kind of low. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the TRAV a few times and I'll record if I find anything decent. In my last video, or the video before that, I just ran them a few times and I found a Mal rune. What I'm really on the lookout for, oh yeah, here's Berserk just destroying them. I'm really looking for a Lem rune so that I can finally make Lawbringer. For those of you toads who haven't tried it and you're interested in a Frenzy BARB, I recommend trying Lawbringer and whatever the hell else you can get. I think Lawbringer and Grief would be a very godly as fuck combo. So I'm kind of looking to get that going on. Ultimately, I want to make a Grief because in D2 Classic, you just can't not make Grief if you're a melee class that uses swords and shit. It's just too fucking godly. So you gotta make Grief, alright? No excuses. And I was thinking about trying Ubers because I think maybe Grief and Azure Wrath would be okay. I'd love to wear Lawbringer so it repels the undead and shit around Mephisto. But the problem is Lawbringer casts Decrepify. And that's going to overpower the life tap that you almost need, right? From Drax. Or, of course, a offhand cast wand or whatever. However, I'm going to look into this because I think life tap, doesn't that only leech like 40-50% life, the one that you get from Drax? Oh, I'm not even wearing Drax right now. In which case, I wonder if I could just stack a ton of life leech and maybe murder the Ubers without Drax, you know? Let me know in the comments below if you guys think that's easily possible, or have you tried it? But alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to record again if anything decent falls. So let's hope I could get something to get me toward a Mal, or a Lem rune, or a low rune to make that Grief. Hell yeah. Holy shit, I actually got murdered. This is the first attempt. And I just ran up in Dave's Grill, and they murdered me. Something I didn't really realize is how I have a ton of damage to demons right now. I have 200 off of the Chains of Honor, and 350 from the Laying of Hands. However, I don't really have any like very high physical damage items, so it's not really meeting its hopeful expectation just yet. Because what I need is like a Breath of the Dying or a Grief. I need a fucking Grief, alright? So I'm going to try this again. You know what, dog? The thing is, I'm really not noticing much of a difference with this Chains of Honor. I don't know if it's fucked in Diablo 2 Resurrected or what. The whole damage to demons and undead thing. But I'm not noticing shit. Like, I'll have to make a comparison video very soon here on comparing this guy running with Duriel Shell and then running with Chains of Honor. Like, this is bullshit. I wouldn't want to waste Burroon on this. I mean, just the defense of it's great. You know, Chains of Honor is, I mean, you got to wear something, right? And I'm just, really, it's just the difference doesn't seem to be much. I'm really surprised at this because obviously it's taken me a long time to kill each and every one of these motherfuckers. So we're getting a good relative average on how many hits it takes to kill them. And I'm just not noticing much of a difference, which I think is kind of nice, because I could, hell, maybe put on that Skulder's Ire. Did I even find that? Nah, I didn't find that. But nonetheless, I could put on that Skulder's Ire and have a ton of MF, because something to note is my MF is only 98, all right? So that's kind of tough right now. And here's his skills. And again, yeah, I did 10 on 10 here. Just to experiment for videos. I know it's not optimal. It's not what you want to do if you're trying to be optimal, but I did that so I can have an axe and a sword. For one, he looks badass with an axe and a sword. And two, like I said, I just want to mix and match for videos, all right? Oh, god damn. But here's, like, the notable things I found so far. The fuck? Not even notable, but just things that I found that potentially could have been okay. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, if this shit were 2 skills, that would be very nice. But okay, so I'm going to do a few more Trav runs. The thing is, dog, is that Duriel Shell is such a budget item. It's cheap as a toad. Even early on in the ladder, no one really likes it. No one really gives a fuck about Duriel Shell. But it's such a nice budget item. You could wear that over this Chains of Honor for a while and be alright, I think. Now, another thing you could do is seeing how maybe the damage to demons and damage to undead concept is just, I mean, I think you get vast diminishing returns from that shit. Just the way that the damage is calculated in Diablo 2. Like, if you put on Fortitude, for example, it says 300% enhanced damage, and that's bullshit. It's like 300% enhanced damage added to your base weapon damage, you know, nothing near your overall weapon damage, including your multipliers. Because you have so many multipliers with your skills. I mean, Frenzy alone here, I didn't even max this shit. And this is already 211%. You know, which reminds me, I gotta put a few more points into that shit. But my point is, I mean, maybe it'd be fun to experiment with other items like, I mean, Duriel Shell is good for defense, right? That's about it. But if you want to find something that maybe will help with damage output, I mean, shit. Why not try something like, what's that? Duress, right? Duress. Try that shit, because what does that give? It gives open wounds and crushing blow, right? It doesn't give any deadly strike, pretty sure. But crushing blow, you're going to be chopping Day's ass away is the thing. And of course, I already have some crushing blow, but I don't have a ton. And that, of course, will make an argument for G-Face. You know, I made a video on G-Face. I think it was my last video. But, dog, Crushing Blow, I mean, Duress compared to Chains of Honor. It's cheap as a toad. I'm going to make one, all right? And I'm going to run the TRAV with that shit. And shit, I'm going to make a video comparing Duress and Chains of Honor. And methinks we's going to be pleasantly surprised, right? I mean, Chains of Honor, I can tell it's very defensive. All right, it's very defensive. That's quite nice. But if you can max your res in other ways, then is it really all that defensive compared to something like Duress? I mean, shit, at least Duress has faster hit recovery. This has the Life Leech, which you could argue is defensive. And this has the DR by 8. A little bit of replenish. But outside of the resist, I guess it's not all that defensive, you know? In fact, even the defense kind of sucks ass. And hell, I think even Duress has more defense than this. Added as a percentage bonus. But alright, I'm going to do a few more runs. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to making a Duress. I think that shit requires an Omrune, right? I've made one like once ever. Hell yeah, dog. I have an Omrune. I'm going to make it in a plain armor. Y'all can talk shit if you want. I'm not going to make it in a superior. I don't want to find all them fucking RAL runes, especially when you can't stack them in D2R, because the geniuses behind it decided for that to be so. You can't stack that shit, and I don't want to have to repair that shit with all the gold, so I'm going to make it in a non-superior base, alright? And like I said, talk shit in the comments below if you want. Just don't be a fucking dick. And if you're going to be a dick, tippy in the tippy jar, or become a patron is the least you could do, man. Alright, so I'm going to do another run. This is bullshit. So I've run the TRAV now like 5 or 6 times, and I found just a couple little things that aren't even good. I mean, look at this though. I think this is it's a Triangle's armor. In fact, my Necromancer wears one. But unfortunately, this isn't like PD2 where you can slam your items, and you know, it incentivizes you to have to find a lot, potentially, of Triangle's armors in this example. But no, this is D2R, so all you need is one Triangle's armor. And that's fucking it. You can't slam that shit. You can get one socket in it if you want to waste your socket quest on it, but that's it. You know, which kind of makes me want to recommend you guys try out Project Diablo 2, Season 4, starting December 3rd. And you can bet your little tail that if Ice Boy is able, he will be playing. Alright, Ice Boy will be playing Season 4 of Project Diablo 4. You can slam shit in there. It's just one of the nice things about it. There's many nice things about it. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys are going to be playing that. But, I mean, they both have their place. Like, this is kind of fun, and I wanted to experiment with drafts. You know, there's some OP AF things in Classic is the thing. And as much of an argument there is for the notion that that's fucking bullshit, it can also be kind of exciting for a little while if you get one of those OPAF items. But check this out. Triangles sucks ass, but yeah, I could slam it. Or I can't slam it. I could give it to my Necro and, I don't know, socket it. But I think I already have one with him. I think that's what he's wearing. Yeah, unfortunately, these boots suck. It's important to identify rare boots, especially throughout Hell. For whatever reason, I always have great luck with my rare boots from Diablo himself. Throughout all difficulties. It's cray-cray how many like tri-res rare boots I found from Diablo normal. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a similar experience to that. But alright, I'm going to do another run here. What's cray-cray is Berserk seems to be doing... Okay, what helps is when I get my frenzy charges up, because then he attacks fast. And then I'll use Berserk, and it really kicks ass. See, watch this. Here's Berserk. And this guy is Stone Skin. And here's Berserk on this guy. Yeah, Berserk is really nice. And I think that's why you see Berserk builds. Like, something about teleporting around with Enigma, like in the pits, and you'll just Berserk kill the bosses. You'll item find them, and then you teleport around to the next boss. Something like that is how it goes. Okay, so you get about a 15% increase per level from the start anyway. You gain attack rating. Yeah, Berserk. Holy shit. Berserk is so godly. But watch out, okay? Watch out, because your defense goes to 0 when you use it. So watch out. What the fuck? Yeah, this is, I need more MF. Alright. Another run. Hell yeah. Found me a coal road. I think you need that for, what's that? I got an Amun as well here. Both of which I think you need for Lawbringer. So I'll be making a Lawbringer soon here. But I'm really looking forward to making the Duress armor. I mean, it's such a budget armor. Let me know if you guys have any experience with Duress, alright? It seems like a toad armor, really. And I know it's often used as a budget Uber armor. But with this suck-ass Barbarian, I'm just kind of willing to see how it plays out using it on him just running everything, you know? So the Holy Freeze must have slowed him down a little bit, even with cannot be frozen, but okay. Still haven't found shit. Let me do another run. Chains of Honor is a very nice armor. I've made one I've made them a few times in the past. Generally, I would use them for my Javazon. And I really did enjoy having the damage to undead and demons, especially when you're not already dealing with a bunch of multipliers. See, so with the Javazon, you're actually taking more advantage of the damage to demons and undead. I mean, even though a lot of folks don't give a shit about that, but I do. You leech more when you're doing more physical damage. Of course, it only applies to the one singular javelin that you're throwing, and not your Lightning Fury bolts or anything else for that matter. But still, early on especially, and even beyond that, if you're in the pit, you like later on, you don't even give a fuck when you're running the pit. If you have Infinity or not, you almost don't even need it. If you're having laying of hands on and Chains of Honor or something like that, and you're just throwing Titan's Revenge up into matriarchal javelins, they don't even have to be ethereal. I never use ethereal honor. It shatters them bitches in like one hit. The ones who are light immune, the archers. And it'll pierce through them. And hell, you could shatter a couple bitches with one hit, and you're not even doing a single bit of lightning damage to them because they don't take any lightning damage. That's fun as fuck. And it's a big noticeable difference. But with something like this, where you already have your mastery into play, the calculator, the multipliers from mastery, the multipliers from frenzy, then you're getting diminishing returns from that 200 damage to demons and 100 damage to undead. So hell, maybe it is. There are some builds I think that would take more advantage of it than others. Ones that don't have as many multipliers, right? Unfortunately, I think the Paladin has a lot. If he's using Zeal, let's say, and Fanaticism, you know, he gets a total amount of multipliers. Like Fanaticism, you get like 400 or 500% enhanced damage when you start getting higher level Fanaticism. So it's godly. But yeah, again, you're gonna have diminishing returns with something like Chains of Honor or Fortitude as well, obviously. So, but of course, if you're looking to max out. To min and max or whatever, Fortitude or Chains of Honor are, you know, very often endgame armors. But it's just interesting how I'm not noticing a massive difference. I'm looking forward to showing you guys that video. Oh, this is bullshit. I got two uniques, but they're both just normal mode items. The General's Tangulika or something. Yep. And then the Ward. Oh, here it is. A lot of resist on this thing, though. But all right, I'm gonna do one more run. Let's see if Fatty finds a damn thing. Now, of course, when you're just running the basic game, having the how much crushing blow do you get from dress? Is it like 15 or is it like 35? I mean, shit. I think you might get Deadly Strike. I think you get 15 Deadly Strike and like 35 crushing blow or something like that. Isn't that what it is? Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. But the thing is, you're not going to take much advantage of that if you're already killing the shit out of things, like with a couple hits. It's going to come into play more when you're a suck-ass character with low damage like this guy. Which is kind of fun, you know, it's kind of challenging trying to work around that. Which is why I find it kind of appealing right now to try something like that armor over this Chains of Honor, which in most regular game cases, you know, it's going to be a better armor. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me use this stuff, Shenkov, however, and the Infinity really kicks ass, especially with my Corpse Explosion Necromancer. It's cray-cray. I'll have to make another video on him soon. I just haven't been playing him much. I've been playing this guy. Just back in the day, this is like nostalgia and all that. Even from a couple of years ago, I would play the Frenzy BARB. It was a damn good time. I just love mix and matching and just experimenting because he can switch out a lot of gear and still kind of get through things. So I find that really appealing, how you can experiment and shit. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this guy so far and my ideas to try dress over Chains of Honor. And how do you think Chains of Honor does on Frenzy Barbs in general, like compared to things like Fortitude or whatever else. So I'll talk to you all soon. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you will. Become a patron if you want. Links in the description below. I'll talk to you toads later. Peace be with you.